Hey guys, what's up? Sirmel11 here, and today we have some pretty big news to discuss. Family Guy is back on Adult Swim starting in 2025 with a 3-episode marathon. If you did not hear about the news, I reported about it back in the day, and I'm sure there's plenty of articles out there, but Family Guy actually left Adult Swim back in 2021. I believe this was sometime after Disney bought Fox, and things just got kind of strange after the two had mixed into one. Now, it might not be a big deal to you because Family Guy airs in a lot of places on a lot of different channels. It's on Fox, for example, for its new episodes. It was on TBS, but now it's not on there due to the whole Disney and Fox thing. It's on FXX and Freeform now because of the Disney and Fox deal. So a lot of switching channels, getting cut from different channels, but Family Guy is still out there. There are still plenty of places for you to watch it. Now, that is great and all, but for me, Family Guy reruns, those are Adult Swim. People getting into Family Guy, that's Adult Swim. My own enjoyment of Family Guy, that is Adult Swim. I think I associate Family Guy with Adult Swim so much to the point that I didn't even want to watch Family Guy on those other channels. I started doing it a little bit recently, but it just doesn't feel right. I like the vibe and the environment of Adult Swim with their own unique bumpers. I also like seeing the commercials for Toonami's original cartoons and original anime. I like the vibes of Adult Swim more than the other channels. Family Guy airs on Fox, but for the most part, Family Guy gets one rerun a week if there are no new episodes, maybe 2 episodes if the new Fox shows have gotten canceled, and don't worry, they always do. Adult Swim, on the other hand, airs 2 episodes of Family Guy a night, and maybe more on Saturday. I can't really remember that one, and I have no way of checking it since it's such old information, so you'll just have to trust me on that one. I think Disney let this deal happen simply because they know Adult Swim has viewers, and I would not be surprised if Adult Swim had the best numbers for Family Guy reruns. For example, Freeform, which I have watched a little bit of, it kind of sucks for Family Guy. They air Family Guy exclusively on Fridays, but if they have any sort of movie airing, any sort of movie marathon, Family Guy is the show that gets cut. And they don't air Family Guy every day, which is kind of upsetting to me. It feels like they don't really care, and that's kind of why Adult Swim is better in this situation. With the weirdness of losing Family Guy, I noticed Adult Swim's newer schedules have been kind of strange. I actually just looked at them. They have King of the Hill, and they have Futurama back. Bob's Burgers and King of the Hill usually start the night off, and I guess because Adult Swim is increasing its hours more and more to the point where they're really cutting into Cartoon Network's time. Like at the end of the day, like 4 or 5, depending on where you live, those hours are no longer Cartoon Network. Those hours are Adult Swim. So what Adult Swim has done is they've taken these older Cartoon Network shows and they've put them in the block, and then they'll start with King of the Hill or Bob's Burgers or something like that. Also, on Fridays, they show classic Toonami shows before Adult Swim starts, kind of. I think they're trying to put shows that may be a little bit less crazy at the beginning of the block, so you're not starting off with something like Rick and Morty or American Dad, which might be a little bit crazy depending on who's watching it. So you have some shows that are a little bit nicer to kind of get you ready for what's to come. As far as Adult Swim shows go, King of the Hill gets 2 episodes a night, Bob's Burgers gets 3 episodes, American Dad gets 3 episodes, and Rick and Morty gets 2 episodes. Futurama appears to have been cut from the channel at the moment. Maybe it wasn't very popular, I don't know, I don't really watch that show. With Family Guy coming back, I can see the 3-episode thing getting cut out for Bob's Burgers and American Dad. This might sound crazy, but I could even see Rick and Morty getting cut down a little bit for Family Guy, or King of the Hill, which is probably the more likely one. Family Guy was big for Adult Swim. I don't have an account that posts the ratings anymore to check, but at one point Family Guy was getting 1 million views on episodes, well outdoing the anime on Saturdays. Why did I mention the anime specifically? Because I like anime. Moving on. I think this is a pretty good lineup for Adult Swim. I think they know that their original content outside of the original anime and some of their original cartoons, like a Rick and Morty, The Boondocks, and maybe Mike Tyson Mysteries, outside of those shows, I think some of their original content just doesn't do amazing, so I could see them just putting Family Guy in the block at the front and just pushing everything down. They could do that, and just cutting out more of the Adult Swim original shows, which they air really late at night because I doubt anyone's watching. That's just my opinion. I don't see Adult Swim getting back a show like The Cleveland Show. The Cleveland Show is alright, but it's so short. I think it's like 60, maybe 70 episodes, so they can air that pretty fast, and that might get a little bit boring if you're watching these shows every single night. But if you're not, I'm sure that's still some variety, but I don't think that's coming back anytime soon. New episodes for Family Guy weren't mentioned, which I noticed, but Disney, they wouldn't be that stingy, would they? I hope not. Reruns are great, but I'd love to see Adult Swim airing the new Family Guy episodes a week or a few days later like they do for American Dad and like they used to do for Family Guy. Fox barely does reruns, so just let Adult Swim have this one. But that's about it. I'm excited for Family Guy to be returning, and I will be watching every night. It's coming back in 2025 from 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be starting off with a 3-day marathon from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. on Wednesday, January 1st. So that's a lot of time to start off the new year. Anyways, that's it from me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you like my content and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. The links are below. I'm Surma11. See you next time, and peace out.